It's your boy Nas, you feel me? We in Crown Gold Studio. Got my man, the owner right here, Jay Saeed.
Yes, sir.
We in this bitch. True story. This is my first studio I ever been in when I took music serious. I felt as though that I didn't have the luxury to put my name on the wall of fame, until I proved myself. So one session I just spit some shit and I just asked Jay, I'm like, yo, is it time that I could put my name on the wall? And he was like, go the fuck ahead. So
we live here on the WineCast with my guest, NasierDean. What's going on, my guy? This actually, this was supposed to happen a few weeks ago, but we just tied in right now to bring y'all the exclusive and shit that we gonna drop. This episode 5. Just in case y'all didn't know, y'all seen number 4. This is episode 5 exclusive right here. And we wanted to do this for y'all just so y'all could kind of catch up and see what my man's doing right now and kind of get his story. First off, like, what's going on with you, man? Like, I see you out here and, you doing the shows and everything. Like, how's it been?
I mean, life has just been something I just been getting through. You feel me? Like, every day, I feel like it's a battle to just figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But these shows, I get to really display my art to people. I don't really know how it's gonna come out while I'm creating it. So it's just a blessing to be able to go to these shows and have like a whole bar just be singing my hook. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I just started making music, so that's such motivation to be like, yo, keep going. You know what I'm saying? Keep writing. Because if you got a bar to sing your shit, you can get a show to sing your shit, and then you can get a whole motherfucking festival to sing your shit. So the open mics really has just been a portal for me to express myself, to connect with people, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they forget that music is something that the fans want to hear, but they become fans by knowing who you are.
For sure,
you know what I'm saying? So I feel like instead of trying to worry about being on top and just getting a hot single and being on the radio, I feel like for me...
And pushing the single first.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? For me, I want people to know who I am. That's why I'm on rap.
You want to work your music and kind of see how the people feel before you just kind of start like doing the whole rollout as artists would do with a song that they already got out already.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because like at the end of the day, I feel like if I'm going to have a fan base or supporters, you know what I'm saying, it's going to come from who I am as a person. I don't feel as though that everybody want to be a rapper, you know what I'm saying? Everybody.
Oh yeah, we in the times right now.
Yeah. So it's just like for me, I want to stand out and just be me. And at the end of the day, I don't feel like I gotta be a little rapper. I don't gotta be a youngness. I don't gotta talk the same shit that everybody was talking to get on. I feel like that's microwave rap, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be last in the times and be one of the greatest to ever do this shit. So for me, I want people to be able to resonate with not only my music, but me too. I feel like that's important.
When I watch stuff online with you performing or whatever, and the kind of sound you bringing across, it kind of seemed like more of a lyricism, clear, like I would say similar to poetry, but in a rap form, if that makes any sense. What do you feel like that, you kind of get your storytelling vibes from, like, where does that come from, where you feel like you could tap into, painting a picture for people that may take them on, either a positive journey or just something that may change their perspective on things. Culture is like more like, okay, nothing's wrong or you'll be okay. You get what I'm saying? It's not like, okay, if you talk about this problem, somebody's going to really understand where you're coming from, hear you out, and be validated, in the things that you're expressing to them. So it's definitely a eerie feeling, in the black community when it's like you're going through some sort of trauma and it's time to deal with it at a certain point, you get what I mean? Because it's affecting you in a negative way. And a lot of times it's like, us as artists, but as people first, we gotta take that time to really recognize that, identify that first, and to be able to channel that in a way where so we can put that into something conducive.
Yeah.
And that's what you've been able to do. Even though it's some other stuff we didn't dive into yet because you know, it's layers to how you got to that stage of, you know, making music now, because you still had, you know, other dreams and aspirations that you were chasing before music became your passion. So if you can you tell a little bit, you know, the people a little bit about the, you know, sports life, you get what I mean? We see that you is, you know,
for sure.
big time football star, in my opinion. You know, from what I've watched, I felt like this guy, he definitely, you know, set a mark for himself early, and you can see that every, you know, platform that he got a chance to show himself on the field, he definitely challenged himself to, you know, be the best version and in the best shape. You get what I'm saying? Because I was seeing some of the clips. It's like, man, linebacker, look, we ain't talking nothing crazy. We ain't talking about nobody who ain't really taking the hits and giving the hits out here. You get what I'm saying? Like, you laying that all out on the line. You get what I mean? And then doing it at a high level. So tell the people a little bit about, you know what I mean, how it comes from you being, you know, around the music house, around all of this, you know, what people would describe as chaos in a way, but, you know, to us it doesn't necessarily feel like that. How do you find football and all of that? You know what I mean? Like,
football for me was something that I was just, now how I look at it, I wanted exception. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like being a kid growing up where I come from and being where I'm from, that's the fastest way to get accepted as at anything. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to really pursue
like a sports avenue.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You don't really want to pursue the things that you really want to pursue behind closed doors, because it's just like, I don't know if I'm gonna get the girls, I don't know if my friends really gonna fuck with it. But then when you play sports and you that nigga at a sport, you getting the girls, your family proud of you, you know what I'm saying? Since we on this topic, and I want to speak on this because there's so many homies that I played JUCO football with, that I played football with, period, and it's all they got, you know what I'm saying? Blood, sweat, and tears in this shit, and they get it all to this shit. And their life is at the hands of a coach, you know what I'm saying? And no matter what they do, they could be working their ass off, they could be grinding, they could be doing what they gotta do, they could have the film. If a coach don't really fuck with them, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right.
But too,
you know what I'm saying? It's
you know what it is with your story?
Fair,
it's like you said, like you was like, okay, I was playing basketball, but then, you know, I wanted to join the Blackhawks because I wanted to, you know, make my dad proud and stuff like that. But guess what you're doing right now? You're doing what you want to do to make yourself happy. And that's why it probably wasn't meant to work out, because it wasn't something you was trying to do for yourself. It was something you was always trying to prove to other people you was good at, because maybe somebody before you had set a bar that you felt like, maybe for me, I even have to surpass or be able to be right there where that bar is. And it's like, after a while, you figure out, you know, I set my own bars, you know what I'm saying? And I figure out, you know, what my own plan is with my own life, you know what I mean? And once you start finding stuff that make you happy, like music, you know what I mean? And start tapping into things that you always knew was around, but you never really paid attention to, you know what I mean? That's what you mentioned now. Okay, I was always around music. I was always, you know, singing some type of Sam Cooke song or something like that. That means it was always around, but it was never something that I felt like I could channel in a way where, you know, it made me important in a way where I felt important until now. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real. People don't do this shit to feel normal. Niggas want to feel important. You know what I mean? Like, everything you do, you want to feel like you're important to somebody. You don't got to be important to everybody, but you're trying to be important to somebody, help somebody, inspire somebody, motivate somebody. And those things, they're going to take you a long way. What you said, though, is like, earlier listening to the song, which I can't really get into, but the way it's structured is like you said, is like, okay, we was freestyling and it wasn't structured the right way, this and that. But once you realize, like, in this game, you can create your own type of structure for a song, and no song really has to be structured how you see the songs on the radio. You get what I mean? And you figured out that with the song that I've heard, you get what I mean? Because that's definitely just how long it is, how it's organized. That's what we're gonna say right now, because it can't give away too much. But you can tell that, you know, you gave extra layers that, you know, most people don't, and you wanted to tap into something that wasn't the normal structure of a song. So it's like you kind of, you know, doing this as a rookie artist. Let's be real, this is untapped waters. You get what I mean? Like, for people who coming out here and they don't know how to really produce music, they could just write raps. It's different. You got to be able to write the music, produce the music, hear the music before it's done. You know what I mean? And you're being able to do that out off the gate. You know what I mean? You're getting, as my man Jay Saif would say, the cheat codes. You know what I mean? All the cheat codes to the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, in mentioning this right now, like, you know, working with your whole project, speak on the team, you know, how everything's come together, your production team, you know, what's going on with that? How did you come, you know, across?
My man Jay Saif is crazy because when I was coming home from college, my brother had put me on Amir Ali. And
oh, we in Crown Studios right now too, just in case y'all didn't know.
Man,
you see it right behind us, man.
Yes, sir. Crown Gold.
A lot of legends then walk through here, man. A lot of legends then walk these grounds,
you know what
man.
I'm saying? Shout out
Keep
to the
walking
West
these
Side.
grounds.
Shout out to Crown Gold. Shout out to my man Jay Saif. So,
yo, follow now online too. Book your motherfucking studio sessions, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna plug everything right now.
At
The hottest
Crown Gold.
engineer, producer in the fucking game, you get what I mean? So if you need something done and you want the best quality of the shit
Facts.
around, you get what I mean?
No
I mean,
cap.
best quality. Like
Okay.
we talking about like straight to iTunes, straight to YouTube with your music videos. We don't need nobody else to mix and master this shit. You get what I'm
Nobody.
saying? Like, so come down to Crown Studios, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Get your shit together, you know what I mean?
In my opinion,
So-
it's the best studio in Philly, you know what I'm saying?
Tap in.
Slide.
Crown
Respectfully.
Studios. But you soaking up a lot of game, like we talked about
Nice.
earlier. It's like you putting yourself around people who is going to be able to, you know, help you sharpen the tools that you need to get the things done that you've been, you know, envisioning, you know, recently. And I think a lot of people, you know, watching you right now don't know that behind the scenes. It's like you was reaching out to this show. I think we probably when we was promoting like our second episode or something like that. So it's like for somebody, you know, never really heard about the show before, you know, don't have too many reasonings and wanting to, you know, make a lot of things happen, to be constantly reaching out, that shows the dedication behind, you know, not only what you want to do, but how serious you about, you know, taking this circuit in the music, you know, industry the way you are. And I say all this to say, like, in this interview, I know y'all watching this thinking like, yo, like this is the first time I seen an interview, and it's like I know more about the artist and their music, and I wanted that to be purposeful because it's like I wanted you to see him, you know, for who he is, because it kind of shows his transition, you know, from football to music perfectly. It's like when you got a helmet on and you like part of 60 other, you know, the 35 other people, ain't too many voices that's going to be out here that's a, you know, your individual voice. You're not going to be able to be, you know, your individual self and have a voice for yourself. So when you transition over to music, it's like, or just something that's totally out the norm of being one of 60 or one of 45, you get to put yourself in these, you know, situations where you get to show now and tell people more about yourself. They get to learn more about you, more about your story, because now you're not just that dude out on the field that they could just see do things, but they don't know who you are. You're not just number 15. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's not happening for you no more. You get what I mean? So at the end of the day, I wanted to do this interview to show people that it's more to him than what, you know, he used to do. You get what I mean? And now you're going to see that not only do he got a story, but he felt like he wants y'all to start tapping in to y'all's as well. He wants y'all to feel a lot more confident and motivated, even if y'all are not in the same lane as him, not doing the same career path as him. Everybody has their own thing that they're good at, a niche. If you don't know, you have it in you. Try to find that shit. I tell people all the time, like he was saying, spend time with yourself. You get what I'm saying? Really learn about yourself. Put yourself around people who are going to tell you the truth. You get what I'm saying? Not lie to you. It's a lot of motivation, but where is it coming from if they're not really telling you the truth? You get what I mean? So, like what he's doing right now, he's paving the way for himself, and he's really putting himself in a room with people who's going to make him better at what he's trying to do. This project that he got coming, produced by Jay Saif, I know this project is going to be a banger because I only heard like 2 songs off of it so far. And you get what I mean? I feel like they're going in the right direction. And it's something I honestly could say I've never heard before, sound-wise, artist-wise. For a rookie artist, I'm going to say it like that because I love putting people on year trajectories. Like, I know next year he's going to be killing shit. You know what I'm saying? Because right now he already blessing stages that other artists don't really get a chance to do at this stage without music being out. So I know I'm excited to hear from you, bro, and I feel like it's honestly been a pleasure for me, you know, having you on here just because you've been reaching out to us as much as you have. I feel like, you know, meeting your team, I met your guy over here, and you got a lot of insightful people around you. This guy over here, you know, he's gonna be on this show soon. Shout him out, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Bro, come here real quick, man.
Cause this dude right
this
here,
nigga is a
very smart guy, you get what I'm saying?
So,
very insightful
I mean,
guy.
it's my brother Q, you know what I'm saying?
We got Q, the creator, you mean? Y'all gonna see me soon on this job.
For sure. My brother got a YouTube channel, you know.
Check him out right now. We did talk about that YouTube channel, so he be streaming and all that. So what's your Instagram, matter of fact?
I don't even be on it like that.
What's your social that they can find you streaming on? Just shout out your stream network.
I'll be streaming on Twitch. You can find me at The Creator. That's TheQreator.
And go follow him.
Yeah,
please. I don't even be on Instagram.
Check out his content.
Listen, nigga, I gotta be on the gram more. So
look, you're gonna see him around a lot more. So you know how everybody, you know, they start small, and the next thing you know, they got like 4 or 5 accounts. You know what I mean?
I want to shout this nigga out real quick. You know what I'm saying? He was the reason I feel like I started really taking rap serious. Cause like when I was just freestyling in the car, that nigga was always like, yo, you gotta go harder. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never looked at me and was like, yo, this shit not possible. He always looked at me and was like, you know what, like, this is what you could do. And in a lot of niggas' shoes, I feel like they could have looked at me and been like, yo, this shit ass.
Oh yeah,
like,
man.
That nigga looked at me and was like, yo, like, you could do this shit. You know what I'm saying? In spurts. And he just kept on throwing different beats on and forced me to really like catch a flow and catch a cadence without even knowing what that shit was.
And that's the kind of people you
know
need
what I'm saying?
around
So
you,
it was just like
anything
he would be able to do, I'm supporting that. You know what I'm saying? We got business things and business ventures coming up.
Plus, look, it was a lot of stuff he was gonna give away before we got on this camera, and he shut that shit down. Look, he's like, yo, bro, don't do it yet. You need people like that around you, you know what I'm saying? Because they playing manager when the manager ain't here, you get what I mean? Like, so those type of things, to know how to move in a room, especially when, you know, it's new environments and you have to adapt to every room you go into. You need people who could be quick on their feet and know how to, you know, you want things to operate, you know what I mean? Because that's definitely key. I think one thing too, before we even like get out of here, whatever the case may be, I can't, you know, in this joint without thanking, you know, Crown Studios and Jay Saeed for letting us, you know, use this whole studio today. And, you know, everything he's doing for artists is serious. You get what I mean? Like, you heard him and heard about him in episode 4. This is episode 5. So if you're not paying attention, that's the second episode you're seeing when you're hearing about him and he's producing for artists. You get what I mean? I'm talking about making beats and shit too, so I don't know what y'all producers is doing, but they need to catch up to the game, you get what I mean? So, you know, today, this show is sponsored by Crown Studios, you get what I mean? So, stay tuned for that tag, motherfuckers, but if you need any songs, you get what I'm saying, like, I mean, if you fuck with my man, he do a lot of shit. So if he fuck with you, he might cut you an extra deal on the side for some promotional shit. You never know. You know what I mean? But Crown Studios is where it's at. You know, any songs engineered, Jay Saeed is the guy. You get what I mean? And I want to thank my guest today, NasierDean.
Thank you, bro.
Coming out and doing this, man. It's supposed to be done, you know, for a minute. So I'm glad I was even able to do this. And it was his idea, you know, to come here and make it like really fit, so y'all can see where it started at for him, you know, see his journey. Because, you know, usually we don't even have a set like this. So, you know, both of these guys together, they came and it was like, this gotta happen. So, you know, today is definitely a monumental day for the WineCast. And, you know, it's definitely gonna be more. You never know when we may be back in here or whatever the case may be. It's a lot more artists to come. And he got a project on the way. He got a lot of songs on the way. So, you know, we got to tap back in with him when all of this shit drop. We can't give y'all no dates, right?
Nah, no dates.
Can we give you like a year?
I feel like probably like mid next year, probably towards the end of next
23?
year. 23.
When we talking like after winter?
Probably. I feel like this a joint you gonna really feel, so probably in the winter.
In the winter time, yo, that's a good time to drop music. Like, yo,
I want people
motherfuckers
to be
in the house.
Yeah, in the crib and being able to listen to music. You know,
in the house, they waiting for them new records to drop. Yeah,
yes. So
they running up them holiday cards on the iTunes and shit.
Facts. I will be under your Christmas tree. You know what I'm saying? Next year, I'm manifesting that shit now. I'm gonna be doing shows. Yeah, my niggas gonna be on tour. I'm gonna be blessing the world with my gift, and that's my word. You know what I'm saying? So
stay tuned for more with my God.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is Rashad Neutral, my guest, NasierDean here at Crown Studios, live at the WineCast. We out. You get what I'm saying? Episode 5. It's a wrap.